It is time to get ready, because the next 24 hours are going to be pretty freaking volatile. So pay attention to what I'm about to show you, because these are going to be the deciding factors for the next price action and the development of the price action going forward. Because a lot of people are kind of celebrating Bitcoin at 114,000. We're back in the same range, which is nice. I mean, I'm happy to see it. But there's going to be a lot of deciding factors. There's also a lot of misinformation right now online, and it seems like they want to distract you from what is really important. So therefore, again, don't miss out on big opportunities. So let me show you. I will also show you some trade setups that I'm currently entertaining and what really interests me the most. Before we get into it, I wanted to also show you how much fun it is to use AI in trading. So on EVEDEX, there's a link to it in the description of this video. You can claim a 10% cashback on your trading fees. And with EVEDEX, you go to trade, and then there is AI trading. You can select a strategy that actually trades for you. And right now it opened 2 trades, and actually overall it's doing pretty well. If you go into trade history, overall, it takes quite nice trades. Sometimes it's profitable, quite profitable. Sometimes it loses a bit of money, but overall it's profitable. And it's pretty cool, so you can go actually check it out. And on, for example, Bitcoin, I use both on Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you go into smaller time frame, actually it's nearing take profit on Bitcoin here. Oh yeah, so that's quite nice. So it actually took a long from here, closed it here. Took a long here, closed it here. Took a long here, closed it perfectly automatically using AI. And now it actually has taken a trade here. I don't know what the B is not showing up, but anyway, so it's pretty cool. So go check out EVEDEX, and remember that when you trade on EVEDEX, it is fully decentralized, and even if EVEDEX disappears, you can still claim your money off the blockchain, and there is emergency protocols for that. So you are anonymous. It's cheaper than centralized exchanges. It's freedom, it's transparency, and you can also have it in your mobile phone. EVEDEX is the first perp DEX that actually has a mobile application. And with these AI trading, you actually build a volume, and then you actually get XP points, and XP points will be very important. So anyway, shill out of the way. Certainly if you want to trade, for example, on Bybit, I also do a fair share of my trading over on Bybit, then you can actually get up to $100 in welcome rewards. Again, it's not real money. It is just futures money, so you can actually trade with that money, which is, I mean, nice. It's better than losing your money, so you can lose the futures money that is given here. So $100 in welcome rewards. You can see all the things on the screen. You have to go to Reward Center, use the link in the description of this video, and then go to the Reward Center and get these bonuses. And then there is also the Deposit Blast Off campaign, where you can get up to $30,000 initial deposit bonuses, but you see the rules on the screen. So now, about stuff that really is irrelevant, to be honest. Right here, President Trump says he may announce a new Federal Reserve chair by the end of the year, replacing Jerome Powell. Bullshit. He cannot do that, and it's all just talk. It's just Trump talking, and some people are saying, oh yeah, quantitative easing will be faster when Trump replaces the Fed chair. Not the case, so forget about it. Might as well just delete this post. Then, just in, Solana, Litecoin, HBAR ETFs likely to launch in the US this week. Who gives 2 shits? If you look at Solana, there is a Solana ETF. I mean, first of all, Bitcoin finally is actually doing some accumulation here in terms of ETFs. Ethereum, also a tiny bit. If you look at Solana, here is Solana ETF. Look, 1 million, 0 to... It's dead. Like, nobody needs it. It's absolutely dead. So this news here, I mean, who needs Solana? It's just a meme coin casino. There is nothing else of value on Solana for the most part. Everything is on Ethereum. That's why Ethereum is so powerful in terms of ETF, and Solana is dead because, I mean, for obvious reasons. So the fact that HBAR and Litecoin is going to have ETFs, I don't see. Like, it's got nothing to do with anything. Now, this one kind of has taken the internet by storm. That China's president Xi Jinping is planning to launch his own Bitcoin ETF. And they're saying, oh, this is huge, this is massive, this is so important. But this is fake. I mean, crypto and Bitcoin is still banned in China, so this news is fake news. Always use critical thinking. I didn't find anything credible. Like, I mean, on Twitter, you're going to find a shit ton of stuff every day, all day long. But in here, I mean, it's just is nonsense. But here, this is actually quite interesting. This is what actually is important. So there is so much fun, there's so much fake news, there's so much nonsense to just hide what's actually important. So what is actually important, U.S. Treasury Secretary says that China is ready to make a trade deal, which would remove President Trump's 100% tariff. So remember that today is the 28th, tomorrow is the 29th, and tomorrow is going to be an incredibly important day. So now I'm getting to the point where I said that the next 24 hours is going to be incredibly important. First of all, Trump is meeting in China, with China. We'll see how that goes. I mean, this could also be fake news, but what is going to be most important is the decision and what they come up with at the end of the meeting, which is going to be tomorrow. So this, again, if they strike a deal, then all this fear is going to be gone again, and we can finally actually go a little bit up. Now, next thing, which is even more important, I think it's going to be far more important than China's situation, is the interest on the decision on the interest rates. It's going to be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and 2:30 will be the press conference. The decision is pretty obvious. The likelihood is 25 basis point rate cut, but most importantly will be the rhetoric of Powell during the press conference. We expect him to talk about the ending of quantitative tightening and the pause in the reduction of the balance sheet of the Fed. So that's what we want to really see. And if that's going to be the case, I think that the market is going to be quite green-ish. Therefore, that's why we're seeing kind of slight upside here, which is nice. But if none of these things come to fruition, I would still consider some kind of short trades off of 120. This area for some kind of a long squeeze, maybe down to this area, would be quite nice to see. So I'm considering to take some short trades on Bybit as well as on EVEDEX. And look, we're nearing the take profit on AI trading, and I haven't touched it. Like, this is actually EVEDEX, like AI trading for me, which is pretty freaking amazing. So I'll put in some trades here as well, and I'm considering some shorts because the price is kind of still relatively weak. So it would be, again, unless some bunch of good news come out simultaneously. And when it comes to ETH, this area of like 4,400, just this resistance, would be nice to see maybe some kind of correction down here. And then, and then it would really look like a really nice squeezing of this level. So for now, we're just in the middle of the range. Bitcoin as well, just literally in the middle of the range. And these things, China and the decision on the interest rates and the press conference and rhetoric of Jerome Powell will be absolutely most important. And if you want to really understand a bit more about proper ways of trading, proper risk management, and what I do to really generate a good return, check out this quick tutorial popping up on the screen. I really detailed it quite well for beginners as well as kind of advanced traders. So check it out. You will learn a lot. And I'll see you next video. Stay smart, and best of luck in the next 24 hours.